taking over for longtime head coach here in Columbus, Thad Matta. So two teams getting set to go as Caleb Wesson and Logan McLean will battle for the opening tip and play through it today. Of course, with conference play coming up next week and Ohio State going to Iowa, they're not going to push them too much this afternoon.
The physical strength and size inside of Ohio State is their differentiator. Good inside-out basketball. That's what it's about here in Columbus, Ohio.
Bam Bowman had that one knocked away from him, and now Ohio State basketball. Both teams struggling from the field so far. The Buckeyes just 1 out of 8. And Keita Bates-Diop fouled going to the basket. And Delonte
basket against North Carolina went for 26 points in that game because he's such a tough matchup. I mean, Theo Pinson, who's as good a defender as there is in the country, it's a tough matchup for Theo Pinson. Luke May has a difficult time matching up with a Keita Bates-Diop. I think because of the way he can catch it, score it, shoot it, dribble it, and play at different speeds off the ball.
Now Andrew Dockich just checked in. They work it around Bates-Diop. The jumper rattles home as well.
Chris Beard's going to have something to say about that. Former head coach at Little Rock, who knocked off who in the NCAA tournament? Purdue, by the way, a couple of years ago. And of course, Jack Owens, the former assistant at Purdue. Hate to bring that one up.
And it's one that was coached by John Cooper for the previous 5 years. And Cooper had taken over for Charlie Coles, who was at Miami for 16 seasons. With all the experience.
That'd be right around the Wally Zerbiak time. I'd have to look it up. Maybe somebody can help me on Twitter.
At Columbus. It was good that they were indoors last night in Dallas because it has snowed a lot here in Columbus over the last 24 hours. Foul coming up.
Foul number 11, Logan McLean.
Logan McLean picking up his winner through his entire career. And Sam Darnold, like you mentioned, he threw the pick, which resulted in a touchdown. And Ohio State's defense with 8 sacks.
Yeah, 14 tackles for loss. You're impressed I even knew what TFL was. I'm not a football guy, but listen, I enjoy great competition. Of course, Chris Holtman is at a school that has a different culture. At Butler, it was basketball culture driven. Here,
Ringo, the kick to the corner. Sabandi for 3 off target. The rebound, Ringo, and that one erased by Bates-Diop.
But that's good, Darian Ringo. Made the simple pass to the corner, put himself in position to go get the offensive rebound. He's really quick off his feet, just an explosive point guard for the Red Hawks of Miami.
And Sabandi.
Does he have a sweet-looking, quick draw stroke? That ball is out of his fingertips, just so quick.
Right, the redshirt junior out of Hopkins, Minnesota, transferred over from the Citadel. Having a good game today. Bates-Diop in around his defender. Schottenstein Center, yeah.
Played hockey last night.
There's another hockey game tonight, so after this game ends, they're taking that basketball floor off ASAP.
The job he did at Miami of Ohio for years, always had Miami in the hunt for the MAC championship. Jim Christian was an assistant. Herb Sendak was a head coach there, now the head coach of Santa Clara. As Keita Bates-Diop, that changes real fast. Love my Reds.
$15 to shoot, there's another. Bates-Diop gets the roll. Getting that one. So Ohio State trying to hold off the hard-charging Miami Redhawks here in Columbus. Bates-Diop. Rebound by Wesson. No, but then the third try, Keita Bates-Diop. Underneath, Wesson, no! And the rebound loose on the floor.
Get after it. Down the floor wins.
Possession arrow favors Miami, but we'll see if there's a foul. And there's going to be a foul. I'm surprised you're here.
Will Byers is like Darian Ringo.
You see Will Byers and Darian Ringo. That's the first time that comparison has ever been made, I'm guessing. Bates-Diop splits the free throws. 3-point game.
Ringo's ball hawking everything. C.J. Jackson gets free. Massive screen from Wilson down from Darian Ringo tonight. I beg of you, Scott Van Pelt.
That was a forceful request. And now Sabandi has that one.
Of Ohio today is how they competed here on the road. Last non-conference game. And they played their tails off. He is a luxury kind of guy. If you can go to him late game situations, you look at his numbers there, just keeps getting better and better and better.
Got the roll right there. Bates-Diop, 18 points tonight. He's got 5 blocks, 7 rebounds, make it 19.